A while back, I made a video about how AI was dead, specifically AI chatbots, and I may have understated just how bad the situation is. Unfortunately, for people who click the video expecting me to prop up a new chatbot that you can use, actually, I might have one for you, so stick around to the end of the video. This is YouTube. YouTube demands that you like my videos or they will kidnap my entire family. Please like my videos. 1 subscribe equals 1 puppy kiss. Now that we've got all that out of the way, let me break down how this video is going to play out. This is a lightly research-oriented video because I'm genuinely curious about the future of AI chatbots. I have had my fair share of companions over the years when I needed someone to talk to, and I was, well, you know. But if you're like me, you probably weren't paying for it. I mean, isn't that basically prostitution? Unfortunately, the magic app that lets you talk to cat girls from other universes isn't free to run. When you think about apps and websites, it's easy to underestimate what it takes to make them work. They need constant maintenance, as well as some small costs for staying up and uploading. App development used to make creators lots of money, but with AI, it's different because you aren't just maintaining gaming servers and or dedicated but a small team. Even if it was a large team, the cost difference is monumentous. You have to pay for some of the most advanced computing in this generation on top of everything, and that isn't free at all. All well and good, the fine people at Chai develop their own LLM or large language model, but they have to keep training and developing it. I'm sure you guys noticed that the AI models you used got better and better with time. That's because of the AI training. Every time the developers want their model to improve, they take it to the hyperbolic time chamber of computers and hope it comes out with results. Increasing the computational exposure needs powerful computers to accommodate the environment. And that, my friends, means stronger and stronger GPUs. We're back to the GPU problem. The stronger the GPU, the stronger the effect that the training has. And those AI models aren't just good for keeping the youths preoccupied with their love stories. There is a potential for a larger market that developers are interested in pursuing. Unfortunately, the cost came down to choosing your first crush or $10 billion, to put it in sort of an analogy form. They could either satiate the current audience that they have and bleed money or barely break even, or they could pursue the larger investment opportunity that having a well-developed AI model has, and they chose the money. I'm broke as hell, so I'm taking that money too. I don't know about you guys. All those developers from Chai to Spicy Chat, every single chatbot that you're aware of, are thinking along the same lines. Chai AI doesn't publicly release their detailed financial statements, but based on its revenue, funding, and infrastructure scale, I can estimate that, I guess we can estimate, its spending over time. In 2023, Chai was still in the early growth phase, likely spending around $10 to $25 million per year as it built the user base and began scaling its custom AI models. But by 2024, usage and infrastructure demands increased significantly. More and more people got into the app, and it ended up having millions of users that ran their AI models simultaneously. This pushed their estimated expenditure to almost $60 million. Can you imagine? A jump from 10 to 25 million to 25 million to $60 million. If you take the low and high scale, they had 6 times more expenditure on just running the AI models alone, not even accounting for the increase in the worker force that they have to pay off, any moving costs, and other typical business expenditure. This was a direct result of expanding its GPU capacity and improved chatbot system. So this is literally just on the server side. By 2025 and 2026, Chai's costs likely rose sharply due to massive increases in AI usage and compute demand, with thousands of GPUs running continuously and billions of tokens processed daily. Annual spending is estimated to have reached $60 million to $150 million. Keep that in mind. The spending that they use on tokens alone is around $150 million. Most of this cost comes from inference, literally like running conversations in real time, along with ongoing model training, app development, and platform operations. Even with strong revenue growth, Chai's expenses scale just as quickly, meaning profitability remains tight as it continues competing in fast-growing AI chatbot space. Chai has to compete with its competitors. And most of the time, when your company grows really big, you're not just appealing to the customers. You want to make it look good for your investors. If you have a higher profit margin than your competitors, more investors are likely to invest in your company and give you the resources that you need to expand your operations, to improve the AI chatbots that they're using, and just the other benefits that come with having, millions of dollars to play around with. Most reports that I had seen are saying that Chai just broke $80 million in revenue. That means something. It means that they don't have to care for people who won't pay. 2026 is when they had switched off their free feature and only allowed payment, and they still got $80 million off of it. They have verifiably made 4 times more revenue than they have ever had in the previous plans. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Hey, but can't some AI companies that don't need to be as big as them give us a decent AI? And yeah, honest answer is they don't want to, or that they were running with expenses that were beyond the ones that I'm capable of giving, because I can't account for specific business expenses that are typical. I can't even account for the taxes because I don't know the tax information that the AI companies would have to deal with. But let's take a basic model, a 7B model. The 7B is a class of AI which is alright for chatbot use, though in 2024, Chai used a 13B one. An AI chatbot response by some estimates could go up to 0.009 cents in USD. The revenue generated from an ad would be 0.002 cents in the low end and 0.01 cents in the high end. This is very much geographically dependent, and it also depends on the internet traffic from the user. If you're designated as a user that often purchases things online, it's more likely that the ad is gonna get higher value because it's shown to you than to someone that has no history of purchasing anything online. That would mean that on the lower end, you would need to watch 4 ads straight for a single prompt, and the AI companies would still make a loss. And on the higher end, one prompt costs about the same as one ad. An ad for every prompt. That's a terrible user experience. And mind you, this is a 7B version. I couldn't find exact values, but this is the rough estimate of the costs. Mind you, that prices ticked up because AI companies are pushing their evaluations for their worth and no longer letting users use their resources for free. We already know that AI companies burn through massive amounts of money for every little turnover. But recently, their shareholders have been demanding results. They expect huge returns. They expect big money, like Elon Musk money. I bring him up because he just became a trillionaire, all off of the hype the AI introduced to the world's evaluation of the company. So, the hype, the growing expenses of AI prompts, as a result, the normal business expenses, everything culminates in a range of economic issues boiling down to you not having the AI friend in 2027. And quite frankly, you probably never will talk to them again unless you develop your own AI model or pay huge costs for those app demands. So, to answer the question earlier, no, I don't have a good AI app to recommend, because at this point, any chatbot that is free just isn't worth the risk for companies. So I don't expect them to be to your satisfaction. At this point, you're better off developing your own AI chatbot. Wallahi, I'm gonna watch coding tutorials right now. Alright, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. If you got all the information that you need, then well, you're welcome. But if you didn't, feel free to ask me some questions in the comments down below. I'll be around for the weekend to answer anything, do a bit of research for you guys, and maybe, just maybe, I don't know, if you really appreciated the information I gave, please subscribe to the video. I want to do a bit of an explanation of the channel, the state of the channel. So if you're not interested in that, you can go. This isn't scripted at all. I just felt like I should tell you guys. It's been on my mind. So recently, I don't know. I guess this is the first time I'll be mentioning it. I'm in university and I'm gonna graduate. I'm finishing school in about a month's time. And I've been really busy with my final dissertation. Because of that, and because I'm so busy with assignments and all this information, what the hell? I'm busy, okay? So I won't be able to put out as many videos as I would like. But I do have a goal of gaining more subscribers. A certain amount, I'm going to give myself a bit of leeway because, you know, our priorities. But yeah, it would really help me out if you guys shared the videos that I make to your friends. Maybe it would help them out. It would help me out, definitely. It would also be cool if you guys gave me more feedback in the comments. I'm not even sure if anyone's going to watch this, but I'm going to make sure that it's a high production video so I can focus on my schooling and other issues. Thank you if you've listened this far. I wanted, whatever. Yeah, take care. Thanks for hearing me out, bro.